Well, it was delightful to meet him during the end of January when we all went out from England and Wales, all the bishops, for our ad limina visit. I mean, the individual audiences we had with him, I think all went extremely well. He's a very personable man. He's charming, he speaks good English, and he was smiling a lot. And he listens intensely to what I said to him, and I think what all the others said to him in different ways. We would have all loved him to come to Wales, both Catholics, the civic authorities. I know that the Lord Mayor of Cardiff sent a letter asking him to come, as did the First Minister of the Welsh Assembly government. The problem is this is a very short visit. There are features of a state visit, so that has to be very much coordinated with the Westminster government and the Vatican. There'll be religious events, but there simply isn't the time. And again, I think people forget that when John Paul II came, he was a much, much younger man. Now, Pope Benedict, thank God, is in good health, but he'll be 83 when he comes, so he does need time to rest as well. I think Wales will be going to the Pope, probably in Westminster at one of the religious events. So there will be representatives from Wales, both state and church, and ordinary people as well. Numbers will be limited, but we can perhaps take him a little gift and give a little speech whilst he's in London. Well, as to what we might bring to him, I think that hasn't been entirely settled. We have some good ideas, but I think we ought to wait. But something which is appropriate and something which will be a lasting memory both for him and for us in Wales. But there's still a lot of detail to work out on this papal visit yet. It may seem that there's not a lot of time. Well, there isn't a lot of time, but it's quite an intense business organising the programme, deciding who's going to be invited to the various events and so on. So we're pondering carefully what would be an appropriate gift for the Pope from Wales. What will we get out of the visit? What will I get out of the visit? I think the first thing I would look for and hope for is that the Holy Father will confirm us Catholics in our faith. That's one of his principal functions, following on the scriptural thing about, he was there to confirm the brethren in the faith. I hope also it will give the Catholic Church in England and Wales great confidence. It's very significant that the Pope is coming here. I mean, how many people generally in England and Wales have been able to get anywhere near the Pope? They will be able to see him, they'll be able to hear and read his speeches and homilies, and I think that he will give us great food for thought. So I think there will be a legacy to this. It's not just a one-off and that's the end of it. He will feed us, and we need to go away and reflect what the Holy Father says, and then put into practice what he advises and find ways ourselves to see how we can better proclaim the gospel with reason and reasonably to the people of our time, because I think society badly needs that evangelizing process, if I could put it rather crudely. If people would hear the word of God in their hearts, I think we'd have a very different society if they heard that word and acted upon it. But it will take time, but it gives the Church, I think, a great challenge for the future. So as a final thought, St. David is the patron saint of Wales, and I think we should be very conscious that he will be, as it were, watching over us all during the papal visit. St. David, a monk and a bishop, was a great evangelizer and is still revered today in Wales. So as we prepare for the visit of Pope Benedict, perhaps we can all join in asking St. David to pray for Wales and make our own his dying words. Be joyful, keep the faith. Roedd Dawi Sant, mynach ac esgob, an effegnlwyr mawr ac an uchel a'i bach yng Nghymru hyd heddiw. Felly, wrth I ni baratoi at ymweliad Pab Bened, gadwch I ni ofyn I Dduw Sant, wedio dros Gymru a mabishadw ai eiriau olaf. Bwthwch yn llwan cadwch I ffydd.